There's something following you. And I don't mean that in a dark way. I mean, something holy has attached itself to your presence. People around you keep sensing something they cannot explain. They feel it before you even speak. There's a stillness that enters the room when you walk in, and it unsettles people because they don't understand why they suddenly feel like they need to sit up straighter, be more honest, be more real. You carry something ancient in your energy, and this reading is about to show you exactly what that is and why it's intensifying right now. Hey, beautiful soul. My name is Stella, and welcome back to Love Tarot with Stella. If you're new here, hit subscribe and like this video because we do not miss around here. Quick reminder before we get into it, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now let me tell you what I'm picking up because, oh my gosh, I could not wait to sit down and record this for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting about you is that you walk through the world like someone who has already seen the worst version of people and decided to stay soft anyway. That's the thing about you that nobody talks about. You didn't harden. Most people who went through what you went through, they shut down, they close off, they build walls so thick nobody can reach them. But you kept your heart open. You kept showing up. You kept giving people the version of care that nobody ever gave you. And that terrifies people because they look at you and they cannot figure out how you're still standing with that much warmth still pouring out of you after everything you've been through. And here's the thing, on the outside, you come across as calm, gentle, approachable, the person everyone feels safe talking to, the one who people lean on without ever asking if you need to be leaned on too. You have this softness to your face, to your voice, to the way you move through spaces. People see that and they make an assumption. They think, oh, this one is easy. This one won't push back. This one I can take from, and they'll just keep giving. And then they try it and they find out because underneath that softness, there is a fire in you that could level everything they built. You don't raise your voice. You don't throw fits. You don't post about it or tell everyone what happened. You just remove yourself quietly, completely, permanently. And when you remove yourself from someone's life, they feel it like a physical absence, like the room got colder, like the air got thinner, like something essential left. And they can't name what it was, but they feel the gap every single day. You carry both energies simultaneously, and that confuses people. You are strategic and soft, sharp and warm. You can read a room in under 10 seconds, you know, who's lying, who's performing, who's barely holding it together. And instead of using that information against anyone, you just quietly adjust. You protect people from their own messes without them ever knowing you did it. That combination of perception and mercy is extraordinarily rare. Most people who see that clearly become cynical. Most people who love that deeply stop seeing clearly. You do both at the same time. And that is what makes people feel safe around you in a way they can't articulate. And it's also what makes you profoundly lonely because almost nobody in your life operates at both frequencies the way you do. I need to tell you something about your energy right now. I keep getting the number 7 around you. 7 is spiritual protection in its most powerful form. It doesn't mean a gentle guardian angel floating above you. I'm talking about warrior level covering, ancestral energy, forces that have been watching over your bloodline for generations. The things that should have broken you bounced off. The traps that were set for you collapsed before you even reached them. The situations that should have swallowed you whole somehow spit you back out stronger. And that was not luck. That was not coincidence. That was something ancient and fierce, standing between you and destruction with its arms crossed, saying, not this one. This one is mine. I'm getting the initials M or R very strongly, and for some of you, it could be a D or a J. If those initials mean something to you, you need to drop them in the comments because I need confirmation on this. Now, let me talk about this person because, oh my gosh, there is someone in your energy right now who is completely consumed by you, and I don't think you fully understand the extent of it. This has gone way beyond a crush, way beyond attraction, way beyond thinking you're cute or interesting. This person is in a full spiritual battle with themselves over you, and they are losing. They think about you at 3 in the morning, not in a romantic movie kind of way, in the lying in the dark, staring at the ceiling, replaying every interaction kind of way. They remember things about you that you said once and forgot immediately. The way you tilted your head when you laughed at something, the specific way you said their name that one time, a sentence you threw out casually that landed in their chest and never left. They are collecting you piece by piece in their mind, and they don't even realize they're doing it. And what I'm picking up is that this person presents as very composed on the outside, very put together, confident, maybe even a little intimidating to other people. But when it comes to you, all of that structure collapses. Their hands get restless, their thoughts scatter. They rehearse conversations with you in their head, full conversations, with your responses imagined, with the way you'd laugh or push back. And then when they're actually in front of you, they forget every single word. They go blank. They say something stupid and then replay it for 3 days, wondering why they couldn't just be normal around you. That's the power you carry, and you have absolutely no idea. I'm picking up very strong Leo or Capricorn energy around this person. Ambitious, driven, the kind of person who is used to being the most commanding presence in any room they walk into. And then they met you, and you didn't try to outshine them. You just existed. You just showed up being exactly who you are, and something in the room shifted toward you without you lifting a finger. And that messed with their head because they've never experienced someone having that effect without trying. For some of you, I'm getting dark eyes on this person, deep brown, almost black in certain light. For others, it's lighter, hazel or green with flecks, strong hands. Something about the way they carry their shoulders, like they're always bracing for something. A career in something structured, business, finance, engineering, law, something where they have to be precise. But with you, they don't want to be precise. With you, they want to be messy and honest and real, and that terrifies them because they have never let anyone see that version of themselves. Now, here's what's going to stop you in your tracks. This person has imagined a life with you, and not the dramatic version, not the big wedding, not the vacation, not the grand gesture. They've imagined the nothing moments, the ones nobody posts about. They've imagined what it would be like to wake up next to you on a Sunday morning with nowhere to be, no alarms, no plans, just the weight of your head on their chest and the sound of your breathing and absolutely nothing else mattering. They've imagined standing in a kitchen, a small one, nothing fancy, cooking something simple while you sit on the counter talking about your day. Not even saying anything important, just talking. And them listening, really listening. Because your voice does something to their nervous system that they cannot explain, and they don't want it to stop. They've imagined driving somewhere with you late at night, no destination, just the road and music playing low and your hand resting near theirs. They've imagined you falling asleep on the couch in the middle of a movie and them just watching you breathe for a moment before pulling a blanket over you. They've imagined hearing your keys in the door and feeling their whole body settle because you're home. That word home is what you've become in their mind. Not a place, a person, you. That image, that ordinary, unhurried, quiet image is the one that keeps pulling them back to you. Not the fantasy, not the desire, the domesticity, the mundane miracle of just being near you with no performance required. And the desire, oh, it's there. I need to be honest about that because I'm picking it up so strongly. This person notices things about you that you don't even notice about yourself. The way you move your hands when you talk, the specific curve of your neck, something about the way you bite your lower lip when you're concentrating. They have mapped you physically in their mind, and when they're alone and quiet, they imagine what it would feel like to finally close the distance. Not aggressively, almost reverently. Like you are something sacred and they know it. The attraction is overwhelming, but it comes wrapped in deep respect. And that combination is what makes it so intense for them. They don't just want you, they want to be worthy of you, and they're not sure they are. That uncertainty is eating them alive because they are not used to feeling unsure about anything. In every other area of their life, they move with decision. They act, they commit, they don't second guess. But with you, there's this trembling inside them, this awareness that if they move wrong, if they say the wrong thing, if they reveal too much too fast, they could lose the only person who has ever made them feel like they could stop performing and just exist. And that possibility, the possibility of losing you before they even had you, keeps them paralyzed between desperate desire and absolute terror. Wow. I'm also getting something about jealousy, and it's strong. This person gets jealous in a way they've never experienced before, and it humiliates them. Not the loud kind of jealousy, not the kind that makes scenes or sends angry texts, the kind that sits in their chest like a stone. When they see you laugh with someone else really laugh, that full unguarded laugh you do, something tightens in them. When someone else gets your attention and your eyes light up for another person, they feel it like a physical blow. Their jaw clenches, their stomach drops, their breathing changes, and they know they have no right to feel this way. You are not theirs. You have given them no promises. You owe them nothing. And that makes it so much worse because they can't even be angry about it. They can only sit with burning. The number 33 keeps coming through. 33 is the master teacher number. It means your presence alone is teaching people things about themselves they weren't ready to learn. You are a mirror. When people look at you and feel uncomfortable, it's not because of anything you did, it's because your energy reflects back to them everything they're hiding from themselves. The liar feels exposed. The user feels convicted. The person pretending to be happy sees real peace in your eyes and it wrecks them. That's why some people can't stay near you for long. You don't even say anything. Your presence does the work. Now let me talk about the people who came against you, because I am getting very strong impressions about this and I need to say it directly. There was a group, maybe recently, maybe within the last year, people who decided collectively that you were the problem. They talked about you. They formed opinions about you based on someone else's version of the story. They excluded you from things they knew would hurt. They made moves thinking you were too gentle to notice, too kind to retaliate, too soft to survive without their approval. And they were wrong about every single part of that. Because since they removed themselves from your life, something extraordinary happened. You started glowing. And I don't mean that metaphorically. People have literally told you that you look different. Something shifted in your face, your energy, the way you walk into places. You lost weight or gained it in a way that suits you. Your skin cleared up. Your eyes got brighter. Something about your posture changed. You stand taller now. You speak slower. You move like someone who knows exactly where they're going, even when you don't have a destination yet. Those same people, they're watching you now from a distance, through social media, through mutual connections, and they are sick about it because the narrative they built was that you would fall apart without them. That was the whole point. That's why they pulled away the way they did, to teach you a lesson, to show you that you needed them more than they needed you. And instead, you became the most radiant version of yourself they've ever seen. And now they can't look away. Some of them want to come back. I'm picking that up very clearly. One or two of them are already finding small excuses to reach out a random, like on an old post, a story view after months of silence, a text about something that doesn't matter, just to see if the door is still open. Be very careful about who you let back in. The door is yours now. You built it. You decide who walks through it. And here's what's killing them the most. You didn't badmouth them. You didn't tell your side of the story to everyone who would listen. You didn't make posts about it. You didn't try to turn people against them the way they turned people against you. You just went quiet. You focused on yourself. You poured all that energy they were draining from you back into your own life. And the results were immediate and undeniable. That silence, your silence was the loudest thing you've ever done because it said, I don't need your approval to become exactly who I'm supposed to be. And they heard it. Every single one of them heard it. I'm getting Scorpio and Pisces energy around you, deep water signs, the kind of people who feel everything 10 times more intensely than they'll ever admit. For some of you, I'm also getting Taurus fixed, steady, impossible to move once you've made your decision. And the person drawn to you carries strong Leo or Aries energy, fire, passion, a need to be seen. But with you, they don't need to perform, and that's why they keep coming back. I keep getting the number 22 pulsing through this reading. 22 is the master builder number. It means what you are constructing right now, whether that's a business, a creative project, a new direction in your career, a complete reinvention of your life. It has the potential to become something that outlasts this season entirely. You have been building in silence, laying bricks that nobody can see, working on something when nobody was watching, when nobody was encouraging you, when everybody thought you had given up, and the foundation is almost complete. When this thing becomes visible to the outside world, people are going to be stunned. They're going to say it happened overnight. They're going to say you got lucky. And you are going to smile because you know exactly how many hours, how many tears, how many sleepless nights went into what they'll call luck. I'm also picking up a financial shift around you, something you invested in time, money, energy. All three is about to produce a return that surprises you. This isn't vague prosperity talk. I'm getting something very specific, a new income stream, a promotion or opportunity that comes from someone who's been quietly watching your work, a creative project that suddenly gains traction, an investment, literal or emotional, that matures by the end of this season. Your relationship with money and resources is going to look fundamentally different. If any of this is hitting you right now, I need you to drop the word chosen in the comments. Like this video right now and subscribe because the energy in this community is unmatched and I genuinely need you here for what's coming next. Share this with someone in your life who needs to hear this today. And I know some of you watching this right now have heard things like this before. You've heard people tell you it's coming, that your season is shifting, that the right person is on their way. And part of you has stopped believing it because you've been waiting and waiting, and the waiting turned into doubt, and the doubt turned into this quiet resignation where you don't even let yourself hope anymore because hope has hurt you before. I see you. I see that part of you. And I need you to understand that the reason it hasn't happened yet is not because you're unworthy. It's because what's being built for you requires a foundation that most people's blessings don't need. What's coming for you is not a regular blessing. It's not the standard package. It's the kind of thing that needs you to be exactly who you are right now, this version, this strength, this clarity, in order to hold it without breaking. But let me bring this home, because this reading was never really about that person. It was never about the enemies. It was never about the money. This reading is about you, about the fact that you have carried a supernatural presence with you your entire life, and you've been explaining it away. Every time someone said there's something different about you, you deflected it. Every time someone felt the shift when you walked in, you told yourself they were just being polite. Every time you sensed something guiding you, protecting you, opening doors that should have stayed closed, you called it coincidence. It's not coincidence. It has never been coincidence. The number 11 is ringing through this entire reading. 11 is awakening and divine alignment. It means you are standing exactly where you are supposed to be standing. The confusion you've been sitting in lately, that heaviness, that sense of being between worlds, not quite here and not quite there, that's not chaos, that's recalibration. Your entire system is upgrading. Your standards are elevating. Your tolerance for situations that drain you, relationships that take more than they give, environments that shrink you, it's disappearing. And that's not you being difficult or picky or too much. That's you finally matching your outside world to the inside world you've always carried. That divine presence people keep sensing when they're near you, it's not going away. It's intensifying because you have been anointed for something specific, something that requires the exact combination of softness and strength that only you carry. Something that requires someone who can hold fire in one hand and tenderness in the other without burning or breaking. And the closer you get to stepping into it, the more every person in your life is going to feel that shift. Some will be drawn to it like they can't help themselves. Some will be intimidated and pull away. But nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to be able to ignore it. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to be quiet about who you are. You were meant to walk into rooms and change the temperature. And that is exactly what is happening right now. Okay, I need you to receive this fully because it is coming for you and you deserve every single bit of it. Do not talk yourself out of what you just felt in this reading. Like this video, share it with your person who needs to hear this right now, subscribe so you don't miss what I drop next, and comment below. I want to know everything. Who is this about? What hit you? Drop it all down there. I love you guys. See you in the next one.